So you want to upgrade to a new home or make a change altogether and maybe move out of state, but you need the cash out of your current home, that equity that's sitting in it, or you can't afford two payments at once. Well, what do? You're going to do what's called a contingency contract, and we're going to find out all about them today. So why not just put your existing home on the market and hope for the best, looking for a new property later? Well, that's not the best way to buy real estate. And if you're a seller, what are the dangers of accepting a contingency contract? We're going to break down both types of contingency contracts right now. The first type of contingency contract is called a home sale contingency. This is when you're looking to buy a new home, but your current home is on the market and not yet under contract. As a matter of fact, it may be not even on the market yet at all. As a buyer looking to move into a new home, this is not particularly a strong type of contract. And as a seller, if you receive a home sale contingency contract, you want to seriously consider whether this is the best option for you. The second type of contingency contract is a home close contingency. This is a much better situation for a buyer looking to move into a new property, as well as a seller if you receive a home close contingency contract. What a home close contingency contract means is that the buyer has a contract on their existing home. So it hasn't closed yet, but they have a contract in their existing home, and all it needs to do is successfully close in order for that buyer to go ahead and purchase the new property in question. With either type of contingency contract, a buyer can go ahead, select their new property, negotiate out a price, and a seller can know that their property at some point will be able to be sold and closed. However, again, as we said before, a home close contingency means for the seller, it's a lot closer to actually a done deal. All that has to happen is that buyer has to have their existing home closed. It's already under contract. With either type of contract, you want a veteran real estate agent that understands and can explain this process, as well as an understanding and patient buyer and seller. As a seller, there's a few things you definitely want to check into before you accept a home sale or a home close contingency. In a home sale contingency, meaning the property again has not been purchased yet, it's not under contract to a buyer, we want to make sure that that property is properly priced and properly marketed. So check with your agent and do some research on it. On a home close contingency, you want to take a very good look at that contract on that buyer's existing property. Is it free and clear of any exotic clauses or contingencies that may hang up the entire process or prevent that property from being closed? So you and your agent need to take a good look at that contract and make sure that there's nothing that's going to jump out and hurt the process. Now let's discuss kick-out clauses. Kick-out clauses are mandatory in almost every situation regarding contingency contracts. Sellers want kick-out clauses, meaning that they have the right to continue to market their property even though they're technically under contract with you. Because again, this is a contingency contract and you have some things you as the buyer have to wrap up on your end before you can close. A kick-out clause means that the seller has the right to continue to market their property, even though they're already under contract with you. So they can continue to look at other offers, and if they deem one better than yours, you have a period of time, between 48 and 72 hours normally, but it'll be specified in your contract with them, for you to be able to go ahead and actually close on the property. Now, of course, most people don't have the opportunity or ability to go ahead and close on a property because they're looking to close on their existing property and get the cash out, which means that then the seller has the right to kick out your contract and work with a new contract. No matter what type of contingency contract you're going to be under, you're going to want to put a time limit as a buyer or seller on how long this can last. Normally 30 days, 45, or even 60. But again, that's negotiable between the parties. No matter what, contingency contracts allow both parties to do something they normally wouldn't be able to do. That is, get under contract when not everyone is ready to exactly get to the closing table today. I'm Nick Libert, and for more information on this subject and any other, go to my social media or check out nicklibert.com.